Is this video for sailing and entertainment purposes only? You're dang skippy it is.
Who's your favorite reaction channel? Somebody asked. Karina.
Why are you walking away so fast? You're walking in uniform.
Obsessed with Karina Kaboom. What's wrong with Karina Kaboom? She's a nice lady.
I was ghosted tonight.
The ha is going on Karina's intro tomorrow. I know it is. I cannot wait.
I don't do that.
You're kidding, right? What's it like knowing that your Amberlynn's the one that got away? I am not fazed.
Good evening.
What are you doing out here?
Hello everybody. In today's video, we are talking about Amberlynn Reid's, the most entertaining, riveting YouTuber's Q&A, in which she finally admits that Wifey Feline, none of those are her names, her ex-girlfriend Wifey has requested to stop their amazing, totally real and loving friendship. If you didn't see this one coming, well, then you do not get a Bridget Kermit's. So basically, Wifey asked to stop being friends with Amberlynn. She pretty much dumped her in the friendship sense for the second time around. And Amberlynn is on day 5 of no contact. I feel like a girl of 2021 again when Becky dumped her. I just wanted to say really quickly, you literally forgot her birthday.
So I think I'm an empath.
And trashed her to us repeatedly, saying that you deserve better than her, talking about her private personal issues with, drinking certain things. I wonder why she stopped wanting to be your friend. Oh, let's not forget that you were supposedly in a new relationship while still doing things with her. Rinse, lather, delusion, repeat. Who didn't see this coming? Hand down, Rumpelstiltskin. All right, we're going to get into this drama. We're going to talk about her Q&A. It's a wonderful time to be alive, girls. So if you could not tell already from this ridiculous intro. As always, everything I'm saying is just for entertainment purposes only. I'm only sharing my own opinions, not facts, and publicly accessible information made public by public figures. I would urge you to please be kind in the comment section to these people. Please do not go out of your way to go to these people's channels and leave them mean-spirited, negative, discouraging, disparaging comments. All right, so let's just talk about this whole thing. So for I think a month now, Amberlynn has been saying to us that her ex-girlfriend Wifey, who literally drove her 15 hours to her new destination, took her to Target and then left, okay? Which I would never drive you to Target. I would never take 15 hours of my time to drive my ex anywhere. Go and move yourself, okay? But this woman has finally stopped being friends with Amberlynn. How come all of Amberlynn Reid's girlfriends, except of course for Destiny, because, well, Destiny blocked her, but I think it's in Destiny's best interest to continue to talk to Amber for money for YouTube. But how come all of Amber's girlfriends fully cease talking to her? To be fair, a lot of people don't talk to their exes, but what I'm trying to say is it's always the other person that wants nothing to do with Amberlynn. Do you think it could possibly be that you've doxed her and forgot her birthday and trashed her and said you weren't ready to marry her? Do you think it could be you in each and every single individual situation with these different people and not them? Okay. So basically, she has been saying for a month that Wifey and her have something going on behind the scenes, that she's not allowed to talk about it, whatever, okay? It was obvious that, the bloom was off the Kermit, okay? So basically, something was going on. So she has admitted that even though she thought that she was going to spend the rest of her life with Wifey, she was going to marry Wifey. Wifey was her very best friend. Wifey no longer wants to be her friend, totally cut off the friendship, because you see, Amberlynn fell in love with another person, with another girl, while she was still doing things with Wifey. Okay. And then Amber says, and this one is this next thing is just so sad that you keep having to trying to convince yourself and us. I don't believe you, okay? She says, oh, she was so hurt. Wifey was so hurt about, that I fell in love with somebody else, that because she loved me so much. That's how much she loved me. I don't believe you that she loved you. And you're never going to get me to believe that. And do you know why? Because you keep saying it. So maybe she did care about you and did genuinely love you at a certain point. She dumped you on July 4th. And Amberlynn told us that she's still sitting around and texting her, I love you, I miss you every day.
I'm actually not like super the ordinary clingy.
That is very stalkerish and highly inappropriate for somebody that didn't just dump you now, but dumped you in July. But I digress. We're going to get to that. So basically, what Amberlynn is saying is that Wifey loved her so much that she was so hurt by Amber, starting a new relationship with a woman while still living with Wifey, while Wifey was still driving you around, taking care of you, and even drove you 15 hours. And while you were still doing things with Wifey, don't forget that. You know what I mean? She fell in love with somebody else. Okay. The fact that you continuously tell us how much Wifey loves you has the same energy as I just showered. It's the same exact energy. The more that you say it, it's obvious you're trying to convince yourself that you were loved because she dumped you. It's obvious that you're trying to convince us. I don't care whether she loved you or not. Move on. You at this point seem like, I'm not surprised that she was doing this, but you are a full-on stalker, and you had enough audacity to accuse reaction channels of stalking you who didn't even live in the same city or country or anything as you for making videos about you. But you're like stalking her, messaging her every day, I miss you, I love you. She dumped you on July 4th. What are you talking about? This is inappropriate stalker behavior, okay? No wonder you're having meltdowns on, TikTok. But I digress. Okay, let's just see it for what it is, okay? The fact that Amberlynn, quote unquote, fell in love with another girlie, okay? That's fine. I don't really care about that. I'm just going to say one thing. My opinion is I don't think that she really fell in love with anyone she never met before. I understand that sometimes people do develop very strong feelings for people that they've never met. But this is usually over time, meaning that it takes months and years. Like sometimes people are in long distance relationships, maybe they never met before, and it takes years and months and years to develop feelings like that. It definitely takes more than 1 month. Amberlynn, for like 1 month, talked to some girl and fell in love with somebody she didn't meet and talk to for a month, and then the girl ended it because she probably found out that she was still doing things with Wifey. Cry me a Kermit, okay? I don't believe you that you really fell in love. And by the way, here's what's behind door number 2. You could have kept it to yourself, didn't embarrass Wifey and this person on live stream, and maybe your relationship, somewhat of a friendship, would have still lasted. You treated Wifey like you treat everybody poorly.
And she doesn't care, like, if she disrespects you, basically.
Which is why she doesn't want to be your friend. And if what you're saying is really true, and you truly did fall in love over a month with a girl you never even met, then you never even loved Wifey to begin with. This is my personal opinion. I believe that Amberlynn only loves Amberlynn. I think that she believes that she loves these people because I think that's like the little check mark that she has to check off for society. I love them. They asked me to marry them. We were living together, to like appear to be like everybody else. I think you only love yourself. Let me just put it to you this way. Amber says that she has gone through a very devastating private new heartbreak because Wifey doesn't want to be her friend anymore. Pretty much Wifey doesn't want to have any more contact with her and doesn't want to talk to her anymore. I guarantee you she has either already blocked her and Amber just won't tell you, or she's going to block her because I know the Destiny blocked her. That's surely coming, okay? So mark my words. But let's just look at this, okay? Amberlynn says that this is the woman that she was going to spend the rest of her life with, that she loves her so much, that she was her very best friend. So then why did you forget this person's birthday? Now, I understand that there's lots of jokes out there about how, you ever hear about that joke about the husband that forgot the wife's birthday? I don't know that joke, but I'm saying, did you hear it?
Just lost your chance at
The point is, I know that this can sometimes happen, but it usually appears to happen when a person is taking care of a family, super busy at work, cleaning the house, doing lots of things. Amberlynn has told you that she does nothing all day. So you mean you forgot her birthday? And by the way, this is not an opinion. Amberlynn said that she forgot her girlfriend's birthday. So you forgot her birthday while she took you to Target and you literally did nothing all day? I guarantee you she's mentioned her birthday before. You didn't really love her. You were just using her as a Target driver and she took you to all the doctors. Please. You forgot her birthday. You extensively said on YouTube that you were not ready to marry her. You were going to spend the rest of your life with her, but you said you weren't ready for marriage.
Okay, that was funny.
No shame if that's your best option.
You gave away her private information even before the breakup. There was this like Christmas sweater competition. She needed to win that one. That was the little droplets of how she really felt about her. Then, continuously talking about her, drinking certain things like, why did you do all that? Why did you say you deserved more than her and better than her when you guys broke up? The point is, this is not a picture of somebody that I believe you loved, because I think you only love yourself, okay? If you forgot her birthday and said you weren't ready to marry her, why are you surprised Pikachu face that she just doesn't want to be with you anymore? And by the way, if you really loved her as much as you claimed, you would have never started anything new with another person. The fact that you were so willing and eager and able to start talking to another person, you're saying developing romantic feelings, texting her all day while living under the same roof that your girlfriend paid half of the rent for is beyond disrespectful, okay? It shows that no, spoiler alert for the rest of the video, you have not changed from 2019. You're still the same person. And why would Feline Alex Wifey want to talk to you? How about this? She dumped you before fireworks. That says to me, okay, my personal opinion, that she literally, okay, couldn't even wait until you went out for a planned event to dump you. Now, I'm sure that people listening, consuming this video may have heard of this before. Sometimes people break up with you, but they know it's like a big event for you, like your birthday or like some event that you're supposed to go to, and they just break up with you after because they don't want to ruin that event. She didn't want to be with you so much that she couldn't even wait until after the fireworks. It says it all to me. Amberlynn told us that Wifey was polyamorous when they first met, and it's the same girl. It's not two different women like she had you believe, so it's the same person. Why would somebody who is polyamorous have a problem and stop wanting to be your friend if you wanted to engage in a loving second other romantic relationship, right? That's what I don't understand. Loving second relationship, another relationship. Well, there's one or two things going on. Either you lied about her being polyamorous, which I don't think that you did, or maybe she wasn't polyamorous and just told you that. Well, actually, there's three reasons. Or how about what's behind door number 3? Maybe the reason that she doesn't want to be your friend has nothing to do with you supposedly falling in love with another person. Maybe it's for some other reason that Amber will never share here. How about this? She did everything for you in that relationship, and what did you do for her in that relationship? Other than financial, what did you do? Like, did you ever go to visit her family? Did you ever, take her places when she needed to be taken? What have you done for her? And the bottom line in the situation is this, okay? If this person understands what it's like to be in love with numerous people, and based on what you told us about her, she does, she would never stop wanting to be, at the very least, your friend. Like, why would she stop wanting to be your friend? Why would she stop wanting to talk to you just because you're involved in another relationship? Something doesn't make sense. What I'm trying to say is Amber, in my opinion, is not being honest here, surprise, surprise, about why Wifey doesn't want to talk to her anymore. I'm sure you did more. Maybe she's just tired of taking care of you. Like, usually when people break up, it's not so they can continue to talk to their ex. It doesn't even make any sense. If a person wanted to continue to talk to you, unless they have perhaps they have a family, children, you guys don't have kids together. So why would she break up with you just to talk to you every day? One more point. Amber said that she's on day 5 of no contact, right? Okay. So let me just say one thing about no contact, because this gets talked about a lot during breakups. I just want you to understand what no contact is about, because it's, in my opinion, and I could see that she doesn't understand this either, it's a wildly misunderstood way of getting over somebody. So it sounds like to me that Amberlynn is on day 5 of not contacting her because she just wants to go like a month or 2 months or 3 months without contacting her, and maybe they can talk again. Or she thinks by not contacting her, you can like show her or whatever. No contact is not for the other person. No contact is for you. You need to be okay with never talking to that person ever again, like I said in my last video, accepting that it's fully over, and then you will move on. No contact is not to hit like a milestone, like Amber said, oh, it's the 5th day of not contacting her. I'm on, month 3 of no contact. No.
And that's how you build friendship.
The people that sit around and counted, you're doing yourself a disservice. The no contact thing is for you to fully never talk to them again and get over them. And it's obvious that Amberlynn will only get over Feline when the next wifey comes to pick her up for Target. But, honestly, if that was you texting me, I love you, I miss you every day, I would have blocked you. So basically, wifey no longer wants to talk to Amber, probably blocked her, but definitely ended the friendship. Raise your hand if you're surprised. By the way, Amber says that she refuses to ever speak negatively about Wifey. My opinion on that is because you are afraid, my opinion, that she has information on you. You've clearly had a negative experience with Destiny exposing you. And you're probably scared that she knows a lot of information and can maybe say something. By the way, I've seen this being said a bunch of times, so I just have to say it also because I agree with this. It's amazing how she refused to respect Becky's wishes to not be talked about, because Becky, your other ex, asked for you to stop talking about her, and you still to this day talk about her. But as soon as Wifey, doesn't want to talk to you and you can't talk about her, you're going to respect her wishes, because she says in the video, I'm going to respect Wifey's wishes and I'm not going to talk to her and I'm not going to contact her. Why couldn't you respect Becky's wishes? I think that deep down inside she believes that Wifey can say something publicly, not that she would, but that she can, and she has more dirt on her, more information on her than Becky does. And also, I just don't think she ever respected Becky. Okay, so let's talk about the rest of the things that she said. So she starts off the Q&A basically saying that she's not going, under any circumstances, to tell people answers to questions that she doesn't want to talk about, finds disrespectful, or shall we say despectful, and things that are repeat questions. Okay, so like on the heels of her doing this Q&A, I said in all my videos that she's not actually going to answer anything anybody really wants to know. Her typical style is she'll answer one like snarky question, which she did here, and that's it. So let me see if I can get this straight. You won't answer any repeat questions. What that means is, if you don't know what that means is, basically the main thing that people want to know is why she continuously lied and said Alex Wifey Feline was 2 different people when Alex Wifey Feline was just one person. Becky exposed you to Destiny and Destiny said it out loud. Like everybody here knows, but everybody already knew. You continuously lied about the identity of your partner and literally made up a whole new person that never existed. That's what people keep asking you. And you're just going to ignore it because people have asked you this 100 times and you refuse to address it. My opinion on this is then don't do Q&As. See, I completely and totally am with her with the whole idea of, hey, I don't want to answer questions that I find disrespectful or whatever. Then don't do Q&As. The reason that she does these Q&As, I've already said it before in one of my videos, to gauge the audience, to get the upper hand on the audience about what they want to know, so she makes sure to never address it, and also to taunt her audience, to troll her audience, and for content. How is it that a person that has a vlog channel needs to continuously ask for Q&As because they'd have no content of their own and then actually not be able to produce content that is literal answers to your own life? Then don't be a vlogger. See, this is what I don't understand about her. She has enough of an audience that she is able to rummage through markers, that she's able to literally show her puppy, her cats for 10 minutes and get the views. She chooses to talk about her life. Of course, she doesn't love herself and she's not a narcissist. Of course not. So my question is, why bother with these Q&As that you refuse to answer? And by the way, here's an example of that. Recently, she put out some misleading, confusing information at best on Instagram, okay, with some meme or whatever talking about a man or a person that identifies as a him. That's fine. She made people believe that she was ghosted by a guy. So she got asked, can you tell us the tea in this Q&A? They asked her, can you tell us the tea about you being ghosted by a guy? And she says, I was not ghosted by a guy. Fine, it was a girl or whoever. Where's the tea? You see how, like I had said before this video, she's basically never going to answer the questions. She'll answer a part of it and not the main, meat and potatoes of the argument. She won't answer the main question. Why do people even bother? She's just trolling you through doing these Q&As. If I don't want to answer any questions, I don't go ahead and put a thing on my community page asking me, ask me questions. I don't want to do them, so you're not going to get to see me disrespecting you by saying I don't want to answer them. Like, seriously, you see how she never answered the question of who ghosted her, what happened, just that it wasn't a guy? Who cares? Everybody knows you were ghosted by FBI Frank. Okay. She then answers the top question that I had also talked about before. Why are you not complaining about multiple health issues? And Amber says it's very sad that she can't talk about her this and that. Honestly, you can talk about whatever you want. We all know why you're no longer complaining about it, which I'll get to in a second. So Amber says that she stopped talking about this because the response doesn't help her, and she's taken a step back, right, from sharing with her audience. And you know what? That's fair enough. If you feel that the criticism that you receive is too much, then don't talk about things that will criticize you. Notice how she continues to show you hauls. She gets criticized for those, but since she can write them off on her taxes, she continues to do that. Okay, so fair enough, We totally understand you don't like the criticism you're getting about your health issues. By the way, she says that like she's not complaining about her health issues. She never comes from a place of complaining. You've literally have numerous amounts of videos on your YouTube channel saying how you were misdiagnosed, how you have this, how you have that, how you have that. Do you know why she does this? Whether you look at it as complaining or not, it doesn't matter. It's really because it's content for you. So don't even try it. Right now, she can't use it to her advantage, which brings me to my main point of why I believe that she is not any longer talking about her health issues. Don't worry. In December, she's going to have to talk about something. She doesn't have the WLS arc. I'm sure some medical issue will happen in December. It'll probably be cellulitis for the win, and then we're just going to do rinse, lather, delusion, Kermit, repeat. Okay. I think that the main reason that she complains or uses her medical whatever stuff that's happening to her, all her ailments, for content isn't just because she doesn't have any content. That's one of the reasons. And to be fair, it's her channel. She wants it to be about herself. So talk about whatever, whenever. The issue is, what people are really trying to say is, why is it that whenever you hurt somebody emotionally, whenever you trash somebody, whenever you go too far, like when you said you didn't care about a human being having a heart attack, narc alert, or when you blamed Becky for your illness, okay? Why is it that whenever this happens, you come on screen, you say something soul-crushing is happening that you cannot talk about, and then you let us know that something medical is going on? It's only when it benefits you that you usually use these things to your advantage. That is what that person, in my personal opinion, what I think and how I feel, was trying to say. Did you magically heal from everything? No. You're just not in any really big trouble right now, so you're not using it for content to manipulate your audience into thinking about what's going on with you health-wise instead of your bad behavior. That's what she does all the time. And that is what I'm talking about, you guys, here. Right here, that is the real answer, Amberlynn. And if you just admitted that you continuously manipulate your audience with your health issues to take attention away from your bad actions, she's not doing anything bad right now. She's not, sending her supporters to HELL with the former president, right? She's not doing that. So she doesn't need to use her health issues right now. She's not healed from them. That's what the person's trying to say. We all know you're not really healed. The issue is that you don't need to use it to manipulate your audience into feeling bad for you. And if you, like I said 5 seconds ago, if you just admitted that, then you would get some respect. So let's continue on, because Amber, this is so transparent. Like, everybody knows what you're really saying. Okay. Then there was this, a few moments which were, too funny. So first of all, she says that she's developed all the stamina, even though she's exactly the same in certain areas. She is no longer the person that she was in 2019, and she's totally different, okay?
No, Amberlynn is not allergic to eggs.
Let me just say this, okay? If you actually think, now I've said this before, she can never get everyone to believe her. She knows she's not going to get all the people all the time, but she's going to get some of the people some of the time. She's just trying to grab like at least like a few thousand people to believe her. Like the fact that this video even has like around whatever, like 900, 1,000 likes is baffling to me with the amount of disrespect that she's showing you. Okay. She's a different person in 2000 than she was in 2019. Okay. She makes sure to say that physically she's a different person, and she's a different person, she says, the way that she, is, like her mentality. Okay, fine. Okay. Do you understand what a blatant lie this is? If you're a different person, why did you, while still doing things with your ex and while still living with your ex, why did you fall in love with somebody else and start a relationship with them? Because that's exactly what you did when you were still interacting with Destiny. You were already talking to girls in DMs. You were already meeting Becky, still doing something with Destiny while she lived with you. And then Destiny, if you don't know, Destiny took her with Dana, her ex Destiny, to her first date with Becky. So Destiny continued to take you to Costco, to wherever, to food stores, to everywhere you needed to go and drove you around. You still had a relationship with her, but you were already moved on to Becky. Make it make sense. You did the same exact thing with Wifey, how you fell supposedly in fake love, whatever. You fell in love with this other person while still doing things with Wifey and living with her. Make it make sense. It's the same thing that you did in every relationship. In 2018, 19, you were living with Casey. You were already interested in Crystal. You were living with Crystal. You were already moved on to Destiny. You did the same thing to Alex Wifey Feline, only it didn't work because the new person dumped you before it got off the ground. My point in bringing all of this up is if you're the same exact person, if you act the same exact way in relationships than you did in 19, 18, 17, 16, and 15, you are the same person. I hate to break it to you, but there's a very easy way to gauge whether or not she's lying. Just look at her behavior now. One of the things is, and this is why I love me some Amberlynn, and also Foodie Beauty does this too. These people continuously try to hide things while completely showing you who they are, okay? I do not believe you for a second that you've changed. You're still the same person. If you don't have the same mentality as 2019, why is it that when somebody sent you a gourmet pie and bread, you trash them and hope that they would be very uncomfortable in a very hot place? Please make it make sense. The other really funny thing that she says in this video, and we could end it on this, and I did enjoy this. She said that the reason that she disappeared from YouTube is because she was filming every day, she was posting every other day, and she just needed a break. Okay. Okay. Listen, if I could come on here and film little 8-10 minute videos, I would probably post 3 videos a day. If that was an option for me, if that was a choice for me, then okay. What are you talking about? You were filming every day. Now, here's the thing. I totally understand that people get burnt out from YouTube. It's a job just like any other job. So I understand her on a basic human level. The only problem here is when you're putting together a 10-minute video. I used to make 4-minute videos. I used to make 10-minute videos. I could tell you how long it takes. Exactly the amount of time that the video. Let's just give her the benefit of the doubt and say that it takes her an hour to put it together. Okay, fine. Let's say it takes her 2 hours to put it together, which it doesn't, but I'm just going to give her as much benefit of the doubt as she wants to still prove that she's BSing. Amberlynn, it took you even let's say 2 hours to make this video. It's a 10-minute video. You can't take 2 hours for your job, and I'm just being super nice here. It did not take her this time. Look, if you're making 10-minute videos and you're filming them every day and you're posting them every other day, there is no excuse for leaving for a week. But if you do feel so inclined, that's fine. Why don't you put on your community page, hey, I'll be gone, I miss you guys, whatever. Because there's no effort being put into YouTube because it's effortless for her. There's no actual work being put in. So I'm sorry, I don't feel bad for you that you were so busy working for 10 minutes. Look, when I used to make 10-minute videos, they used to take me 10 minutes. That's it. It takes 10 minutes to put something together. Keep in mind that she takes a bunch of different clips okay? Puts it together in iMovie, takes out the farts, and that's her video. Please, please, okay? You wanted to take a break, so just say that. That's what I don't understand. A lot of these things are just like, just say what it is and move on. It's the lying and the manipulation that gets you in trouble. Oh, one more point. She finally makes the statement that she was diagnosed with BPD. Okay, fine. She says that, she doesn't feel that she should be telling her audience, and she doesn't want to tell her audience, but fine, she'll tell her audience because she needed to find a therapist before where, that specialized in something, and it was BPD. Okay, this is the only thing I have to tell you. This is your private, personal medical diagnosis. You don't actually have to tell anyone anything. Here's what I think happened in this situation, right? We had just recently discussed how she usually uses her diagnoses, for financial gain and also for just when she needs to get out of a bad situation. What's happening here is, well, she is using it for financial gain in the video, but she's not in any kind of social trouble, right? Like with social media. So that's why she doesn't want to say it. Here's what's going on. She told you, even when she was still in Kentucky, that she had to see a therapist that, specializes in something. Fine. And then she said, oh, I'm going to tell you one day, or right now I don't feel comfortable, because she was building this when she had no content, and she always does like negative things behind the scenes and sometimes in front of the scenes, so she knows she'll get in trouble. She knows she's going to need to use this diagnosis to divert attention from her negative actions, right? Okay. But that never came to fruition. She's just not in trouble, and people keep asking her. I don't think there's anything wrong with keeping your diagnosis to yourself. I don't think you owe anybody any private medical diagnosis if you feel you do not need to share it. You are choosing to share it for profit. Let's just say that. That was a repeating guy. Even he knows. So let's just leave it at that. You actually don't have to tell people anything that's going on. Let me put it to you in a clearer way. She lied for 2.5, now, what is it, almost 3 years, about the identity of her partner. But that's one thing. She literally made up a second person that didn't exist and said that this other person existed when they didn't. So if you can do all that just to protect Wifey's identity after you actually doxed her in one of your live streams, please explain to me why you need to tell people your diagnosis is. Also, my personal opinion, this is just my opinion, whenever she talks about something new that she's been diagnosed with, she seems happy because it's just something that makes her happy to talk about, to get financial windfall out of it, and also maybe to use it later to her advantage. That's the way it comes off. And I know I'm not the only person. Like, I remember one time she was saying that she was diagnosed with, I think it was like a lipedema. She was talking about it and she was smiling. She was so happy to have more diagnoses to use to her advantage later. That is just my take on it, how I feel about it, and how it's coming across, the energy that it's coming across. So this Q&A was just a typical Amberlynn Q&A. She's never going to answer anything you're really, really, really wanting to know. I hope you understand that. All right. Thoughts, comments, Kermits, leave it in the comments down below. Let me know what you think about this video. Right. That's about it for today's video. I want to thank you so very much for watching today and taking the time out of your day to spend some time with me. If you enjoyed today's video or you didn't enjoy it, check out this video that's popping up here. I'm going to link a video on a similar topic. You could go and watch it, like it or dislike it, depending on your preferences. Thank you so much for being here. Thoughts, comments, questions, please leave them in the comments down below. And I will see you very, very soon in the next one. Thanks so much for being here. Bye.
You're just gonna stand here like this? Who are you? Do you watch Amberlynn Reid? You threw a nut at me earlier. Don't think I don't know you. You've been exposed on YouTube. There, your face on YouTube right now. Hey, what are you doing here? You can't just be walking around in the rain. You need an umbrella. Hello, turkey. Do you love Amberlynn Reid? Come over here. You want some food? We love turkeys here. Are you crossing the road like a chicken? Excuse me, it's raining. You need an umbrella, sir.